What up, YouTube? Come back for another video on this beautiful day, y'all. And I got a lot of planting to get in. Fall almost here. It's a whole bunch of recalls. I got to get this food in the ground. Watch the whole video. So, bro, what are you planting first? Let us know. I'm planting the world's saddest cabbage ever known to man. Yeah, growing them under the grow light. I over fertilized them, yada yada yada. They look like trash. So I want to start some more. So I'm just gonna give these a chance to live. Sometimes the plants just want a chance to live. Now, in saying I screwed those up, I also screwed these up. These are kohlrabi. I got one or two that might make it if the bugs don't eat them to death. So I'm gonna plant them in here. That's what I do. I grow it, I plant it. Don't worry about it if they don't make it. All right, so I got my fertilizer in. Got my blood meal in. Let's mix it. One of my new favorite tools. All I'm doing is trying to make sure the soil ain't compacted. Because I've been growing stuff in there. I want to break up the roots. If it's small roots in there, that's fine. They'll break down, they'll feed the plant. But I gotta make sure it's not compacted. Now I know a lot of people say you breaking up your mycorrhizal fungi connection to the soil. Shut up. Shut up. Y'all knew what I was gonna say and you kept talking. All right. So get all that mixed in good. Now, years past, I didn't do this, and I found out things just grow better if you loosen the soil every now and then. I'm not saying dig the soil up all the time. I haven't dug this in last year, so it's okay. Everything. And I'm getting that fertilizer mixed in good with that blood meal. Now, once I got it in good, go back and just smooth it out, y'all. That's all you gotta do. Just smooth it out, baby. All right, look at these plants in here now. Let's stop playing. Now, I know somebody's saying, well, hey, bro, where your horror knife or you digging to? I got good soil. I don't need all that. With good soil, you can just plant it with your hand. Got my label. Plant these, and these green stalk seed starting trays. I don't know. I want to say they suck, but I kind of messed this one up. So I don't know if they suck or I suck. And I don't know about that root system. There's some weak roots. But we're going to get it in here anyway. But one thing I do like about these, they got a hole at the bottom where you can stick your finger through and push the seedlings through, which I think kind of cool. These roots can be better, but I could have did better. Let's put that out there. And then I'm just gonna go across the front with these cabbage because they need a little space. But I am liking that, just popping that out. I am liking that. And I forget how far apart you should put cabbage. But how I like to think about it, how big do I want it to get? Before that cabbage get that big, then I'm gonna plant them that far apart. Just wishful thinking. That's the way I see it. All right, so y'all ain't gotta watch the whole thing. Once I get the cabbage and kohlrabi in, then I come back. Y'all know how I do. All right, so I got them all in. These are all my cabbages across the front. And I know they look bad. I see it too. And my kohlrabi right there. Kohlrabi. Right there. So, that's a little part. Let's move on. Do not mistake that for a ladybug. I think that's the lanternfly or some crap like that. Either way, I'm just gonna make a sushi roll with them. Yeah. If you see them, kill them. Move on. Rest of the collard green looking good though. Yeah, they got bugs in them. All right, and I'm gonna plant some sweet gem snap peas. Now I know you should plant these at the beginning of spring when it got a little cool, finna turn summer. Well, hell, now I got a little warm, finna turn cool. So ideally, this ain't the time to plant, I don't think, but ideally, I'm finna plant them. Yeah, hold on. Now I'm gonna plant them on the trellis right here. So I'm just gonna put them on the edge. Put maybe 3 of them. Three or 4 solid plant, probably 4. 5 came out the pack, so 5 want to be planted. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Cover them up and pat them. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. He said, bro, that's all you gonna plant? No. I got another trellis on that side. So I'm gonna put 4 on that side. Even it out, baby. Get the ratios right. And these you want to plant to your knuckle. That knuckle or bend, whatever that is. To right there. And that's all gardening is, y'all. Plant and see what happens. If you wait till you get all the conditions right, you'll never got doing planting that. I gotta wait till the soil temperature is set between 55 and 75 degrees for great germination. Shut up. Yeah, I'm gonna go hard for these sweet peas. It's on the trellis, baby. They just want to be there. They just want to be in that number. You know what I mean? Like the church song. Be in that number. Oh, when the peas start coming. Now y'all know, I ain't a big conspiracy theorist, but this might be the most important time to grow your own food since the Great Depression. That's not my thing, but it's got to be said. If you ever thought about gardening, this got to be your time. You can't even trust lettuce to be good. You paying for food that could kill you. I need that to soak in for a minute. I'm not saying gardening is easy. That's not what I'm saying. But you got to start somewhere. I can tell you growing lettuce is easy. You don't even have to grow lettuce outside. You can grow lettuce in a hydroponic on the inside. You can't grow everything you eat. But the more you grow, the less apt you are to get sick from the food at the grocery store. That's all I'm saying. Find something you like to eat, get 1 pot, and grow it. If I did more challenges, which I'm not, I had a 1 pot challenge. Get you 1 pot and you grow something. Now, if somebody want to use that, run with that. That's a good idea. Now, every time I do a garden tour, I feel like I left some out. Yeah, so let's look at some of this stuff. It's my roselle. And yeah, it would have been doing better if I didn't let it dry. So I brought it up from the back of the property back there and sat it in front of the bed so it can get full sun, and I don't forget to water it. These roselles like water. I don't care what they tell you. I don't care what they tell you. Roselles like water. But I just wanted 1 good size one this year, because last year I had more than I could pick. So I got 1. Hopefully I get some callus soon. If I don't, it is what it is. Now this kale I've had since spring, man. And to be honest, I didn't eat it much, so it wasn't producing much. So I brought it up to the front. Bring all your plants to the front that feel neglected in the back of your property. Close to the water holes. You know you're going to water because I know I'm going to water that big bed over there. And this is that shampoo ginger. It started as one little, I guess it's called a corum or whatever, planted from Soul Diva here on YouTube. And there you go. Now I probably won't get no the little flowers till next year, but it's here. The lemon thyme I brought to the front. That's beautiful. That's, and you can smell it. I don't mind. Ooh, it smells good. Little lemon balm. Now I don't care what nobody say. This lemon balm smell like a fragrance of soap to me. Yeah. It's been in the back, not getting much sun, so it had to come to the front. Now, the only mint I care about keeping, it is peppermint. Not peppermint, chocolate mint, I'm sorry. Chocolate mint. Now, if you're gonna make a tea, which I make teas out of this, I don't make teas out of all this stuff, I'm gonna admit that. Yeah, chocolate mint is where you wanna go. And then, yeah, let me get around here. Let me show this big bed. Cause everybody waiting, plant these collard greens out. Look at these bugs. Yeah, we saw it yesterday. I sprayed, it's still here. Gonna get sprayed again today. Get your goddamn. But yeah, got bug bites in these collard greens. It is what it is. I'm flipping them over every day looking for worms. Like those right there. Come on to the upper room. That's all you gotta do, just smash them, bro. Just smash them, it ain't that deep. Worms, smash them. That's it. But you gotta be proactive. Cause if you wait, the joker be butt naked out here. And they, bro, you can't stop all the bugs, all right? But I do want some collard green. Cause these jokers holy like moly. You know, holy moly donut shop next Friday. Moving on. But yeah, I got enough good leaves here to make a bunch. Now look at that. Look at them coming through the hole. Boy, you diabolical. Don't drop now. Don't drop now. Oh yeah, get out of there. Yeah. So, that's that, y'all. Pretty as a peach. All right, so this is an eye-chain lemon that I planted somewhat in ground. And this was grown from seed. So yeah, a lot of people say these eye-chain lemons don't taste good, but I'm pretty sure if I put it in some water with some sugar, I can take the taste. Now, somebody was talking to me in the live about leaf miners. That's what a leaf miner look like. And this leaf miner will not hurt your plant, but it's just gonna mess up the leaf. That's it. Just throw it away. And it's not gonna do any damage or diseases to your plant, but it's just gonna kill the leaves. And citrus leaves drop and fall all the time, so it's not a big deal. And I got a lot of these leaf miners. But if you see, I still got new growth right there. So it's not hurting the tree. More new growth over there. And when they tell you can't plant citrus from seed, tell a broke farmer, say, you a lie. Now, in saying that, I still ain't got no fruit off it. And it's about coming on the 3rd year. But you can see it's getting beautiful growth on it. Beautiful growth. So, just go for it sometime. And this fig tree, I need to put it in the ground. Figs and pots don't work for me no more. Most because I'm trying to get rid of all the containers in my garden. because I got enough gardening space. I did a quick walk through this sugar cane, but I really didn't go through the importance of it. Sugar cane is a natural sweetener. You can get a sugar cane machine and you just roll it and get the juice out of it, and you can use it just like you use honey or any other kind of sugar. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take at least 2 of those canes right before winter, cut them up and replant them in this bed. This whole bed going forward will be sugar cane. But once you put that sugar cane in there and bury it, you got to put some mulch on it for colder temperature places. Now it don't get cold here, but it get cold enough to kill sugar cane. So if you look, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stalks. The 2, maybe 3 of the smaller ones I'm gonna keep, and the rest of them I'm just gonna chew on it like I did when I was a kid. If you ever chewed on sugar cane as a kid, let me know, drop it in the comments. Now this is something else I had to move. This jujube want direct sunlight, and it was dropping leaves, and I think I was watering it too much. So I moved it out farther in my yard, and it's already got new growth on it. Also, these jujubes in my zone, they say it's invasive, so I gotta leave it in a pot. This jujube want to be in the ground, but you can't be in the ground. You gotta be a pot babe over here. But this is a jujube, and hopefully 2 more years I'll be getting some fruits off. Yeah. So the whole thing with moving things and they forever homes and things that I feel like can grow better if I put them in a different situation. That's what all these are, man. And then over here, I got 2 more figs. I just put that one in the ground. No, yeah. That one over there been there but not growing well. I feel like full sun to the outer edge of my property, it'll grow better. And the same thing with these mulberries. I'm trying to get things full sun and just space them out where it's cleaner looking. One of those things is get rid of some of the containers I got in the garden. Moving containers back so it's in levels. I got the first level back there, then those mulberries are the next level, and these grapes are the next level. So I want to put 1 more level in here, whatever that'll be. I don't know, probably some of my other container, and then I got my blackberries on this level. I just want to go level by level by level, blackberries, and then I'm gonna have 1 more level right there, and that'll be all my container stuff. And it's gonna be most of this stuff that I just got stuck around somewhere. Yeah, these I think they're currants. No, Hanaki gooseberries. So I put my gooseberries on that other level. And I think these are currants. I'll put my currants on the next level. I'm just trying to get the garden best I can. Look at this mother. These bugs are diabolical. All right, so this was me planting some seeds for fall, checking on some fall stuff, and just updating some stuff that I left out on some of my garden tours. This is what I'm doing, y'all. I'm trying to get as much food in the garden for fall as I can. So each time I plant something, I'm gonna bring you along, because I want you to know the whole process. Just not me harvesting and say, hey, I harvested this. Well, when did you plant it? Every video has a timestamp, so you can go back and see when I planted everything. And for zone 8B, this is how I'm growing. Get out there and grow some. Darn them recall, we gardeners.